Well, the day has come. It's MOT day. I don't know how it's going to go. We've done the brakes, the tyres, front suspension, electrics. We've cleaned it, got the doors working, got the boot working, got the lights working, and all the other electrics, got the engine running. We've done so much I forget what we've done now, to be honest. But today's the day, and what a grim day it is. So the first drive in this Reliant Robin, and it's grim, but hey, it should be fun. So if I'm honest, I think it's going to fail, but that's going to be on stuff like emissions, possibly the anti-roll bars at the back, and I haven't been able to do the headlight aim, so when I get there I'm going to ask them to adjust the headlights for me, so fingers crossed that they'll do that and it should be fine. But right, so right now, just giving it a quick once over, having a coffee, nearly stuck it up my nose, and then we go for a spin, get some fuel. It's about a 25-minute drive from here to the MOT station, so a bit of an Italian tune-up on the way, just, you know, for the fun of it, and then fingers crossed. Right then, let's get this thing on the road.
Here we go, Steve. MOT time.
First drive. I keep trying to stall it. She needs to warm up a little bit. Need to get the heater sorted so we can get some air on the screen.
Yeah. Not working at all yet, is it?
No, not yet. You know, this is the first big run. If we make it, it'll be something.
Then we say.
Brakes are not quite there yet.
Right then, Steve. How fast are we going?
Well, we're going to drop down to 50 now, but she's up to 60 there.
Don't worry, Steve's not filming, it's me. Just in case somebody thinks that he's holding it.
I got my hands on the steering wheel. Death grip. Well, we made it, so first phase complete, fingers crossed. So these are the reasons why it failed. This one picked up a lot of water on the journey up there, so that's all misted out. So I need to pop this one back out, dry him and seal him. And this new one, I have to look through the markings again, because it looked like it had all the correct markings on it, and it was ordered as a right-hand drive unit, but it's showing the left-hand drive beam pattern. So close up on the numbers on there. And then the last issue was when he put the lights on, this dash flexed a bit more than normal and the switch disappeared through the hole. So I gotta fix that dash. If you recall, that scrap place I went and had a rummage through, they had somebody else up there having a rummage about. They uncovered these. So I've just managed to pick up these beauties. Now they both driver's side, so one should be good. They look alright, they're clean inside. That one looks the best. So I'll get that Polish one swapped out and a new one of these put in. Got all the adjusters on them as well, which is nice. And then I'll just reseal the other one, get a bit of plastic, fix that dash, and we'll be back in on Monday for the MOT. Right, to fix my dashboard, I've taken this template, that arrow points towards the speedo, so fog switch, hazard switch, and I cut that out, draw it onto the plastic tub, cut out a plastic template, and then I'm going to JB weld it onto the back of the dash, and then hopefully that's that problem solved. Right, I made my little backing template and I've roughed up all the surfaces, so I'll just make some JB weld and stick him in. Hopefully that'll do it. Right, there's a repair to the dash back in. Get my cardboard chock out of the way. Yeah, it's all, you can't see me shaking it there. It's all looking pretty solid. It's essentially just that bit of plastic I showed you that I trimmed out, and then lots of JB weld. So I'm going to pop those switches back in now, and then we'll take a look. So there they are, back in. I'm feeling nice and secure. Okay, so this is the second-hand headlight. Oop, pouring all the cleaning fluid out. I'm just giving it a good cleaning inside, but also what I've done all around this edge just to make sure, and I'm going to do that to the other one that's on the car, the one that's leaking, is I've just run a bead of sealant around there, and then that should hopefully seal that headlight unit. So I got the lights off. This was the one that was on the car that had gone all cloudy. This is a replacement. It's got a date of 99 on it. This is an original one. It's got a registration number on it. I chucked that into the government MOT check thing, and it came out as a blue Fiesta from 1983. So I'm just going to get a load of stuff on the brush. There we are. I'd have to slop it all on these, because obviously I can't put the brush back in. Just treat that rust. I've sealed this one already around the edges, and then it's got nice and black already. There we are. Let's dip this anyway. It looks like there's a bit of rust. I'll do, brush that off. Right, I'm going to give this brush a rinse, and then once that's dry, because I've got the heater on here so it's nice and warm, I will hammerite that, and then I will put sealant around this one, and I'll pop them back in. Right, that's the two headlights all cleaned up, sealed, painted, so hopefully that is that MOT failure sorted. Fingers crossed. This one is the second hand from the scrapyard, and this is the one that was in the car that got filled up with water, which I said looked like a replacement 22 years ago. Right, next job is put these headlights back in. So this is what a car sees. Right, there's a light pattern on my test board. Looks pretty good. They're in. Pop the indicators back on and job done. So that's it. We got an MOT. There's one more thing this car needs. Stickers. I'm going to stick it there. Debbie McGee's first drive. Go on, Mal, start it up. Cool. Is he going to stall it?
How am I going up the port?
I don't. Yeah. Definitely a service. I can hear the tappets from here.